On the 29th of September 2017, the man of God, Prophet Abera Kebede, prophesied concerning the nation of Canada. Fire is what he saw erupting in this nation. This is what he said.
I'm seeing two arrows. All of a sudden, I saw the arrow, but it came like this. When I ask, what is this? This arrow, I see this arrow on the nation of Canada. Therefore, I'm seeing a very big trouble. The nation, I'm seeing the fire. When I see this arrow, I'm seeing the fire. Therefore, may the peace of the Lord in the nation of Canada. Fire, fire.
Breaking news overnight, there was an extremely close call on the tarmac with passengers having to evacuate in this frigid weather.
Harrowing video posted to social media. Two planes clipping wings on the runway. A fire breaking out. ABC's Ariel Reshef is here in studio with more. Ariel, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Paula and Dan. Witnesses say the WestJet flight had just landed from Cancun and was taxiing to the gate when it suddenly was struck by another aircraft. The frightening aftermath caught on camera.
Of Canada. Therefore, I'm seeing a very big trouble. The nation, I'm seeing the fire.
Panic on a Toronto tarmac as two planes collide, turning the tail of this Sunwing jet into a ball of flames.
Responding Bravo 12 for aircraft on fire.
Stephen Belford capturing this dramatic cell phone video Friday evening, just after that empty aircraft clipped this WestJet plane as it sat still minutes after touching down from Cancun.
There was fuel being vented onto the wing, and then there was a big fireball, and it went from being very funny to very scary very fast.
There's people running around an aircraft on fire.
Emergency crews flooding the scene, evacuating the WestJet flight's 168 passengers and 6 crew members on the coldest January 5th in Toronto's history. You good? One passenger in flip-flops. The wind chill, negative 18 degrees.
It was freezing cold, so everyone's like kind of panicking because you're not dressed for winter, you're just dressed for being in the plane.
WestJet tweeting the Boeing 737 was struck by a Sunwing aircraft pushing back from the gate. And Sunwing confirming to ABC News that its plane was being towed and came in contact with another aircraft. Pearson International Airport saying all passengers made it safely into the terminal.
All passengers made it out safely, but authorities say one first responder was injured and taken to the hospital. This morning, the Transportation Safety Board is investigating how this could have happened.
We heard a big, huge boom. I looked over to the house in behind and snow was falling off the roof. You could see that it had shaken. We saw people coming out the back door and there was fire in their kitchen and they were just screaming and panicking.
People came running out the back door and you could see the fire going. They were trying to fight it. They failed miserably. And it got a heck of a lot bigger really fast. Within 30 seconds, the entire kitchen back there was engulfed. They were trying to get people out.
But I called 911 as soon as we saw the fire. I ran around, I grabbed my blankets and I took them over because some of the females and some of the tenants didn't have clothing or jackets or shoes. You know, it was engulfed within minutes.
Good evening, I'm Natish Basano. We begin tonight with a tragic story out of Oshawa, just east of Toronto, where a devastating fire has claimed the lives of 4 people, including 2 children. A man and a woman along with a boy and a girl died this morning after a massive blaze quickly gutted this home near Adelaide Avenue West and Highway 2. Fire officials said they had to fight through heavy flames before they could attempt a rescue inside.
I can tell you the firefighters made several attempts, heroic attempts, to get in and to get to the upper levels. They were pushed back. They fought their way up through intense heat and smoke conditions. Even fire was around them at all times when they were fighting their way up. They had to retreat, and after retreating, they forced their way back in again a second time.
Neighbors say as the fire engulfed the home, they saw one of the tenants run out the door before heading back inside in what appeared to be an attempted rescue.
The gentleman tried to go back in to probably rescue one of the children, if not the other tenants that were in the building, and I did not see him come back out.
So you saw him enter, but...
Yeah, he did not come back out.
The gentleman that lives there, I talk to him and I look after the backyard because I'm always out in the back smoking. I don't smoke in my house. And I saw him run back in after someone was crying about their child. I didn't see him come back out.
There's no word yet on the relationship between the deceased, as this was a multiple unit home. Neighbors believe as many as 8 people may have lived in the home's separate apartment units. Officials say 3 other people were injured and taken to hospital. Now, investigators are still on scene here. It's still a very much active investigation. They've actually blocked off most of the street as they try to figure out what happened and how this fire started.
Of Canada. Therefore, I'm seeing a very big trouble. The nation, I'm seeing the fire.
They're devastated. I mean, their hearts are going out to the families. When things like this happen into a small community, especially a rural community, everybody knows each other, and it's a disaster. I mean, people are sympathizing with the families, and they'll do anything to help them.